So funny. What are the chances that I would start a video and then my hubby would call me? So again, I'm going to restart. Um, so I was saying before that, how can I say this? I heard something the other day that had my mind, and I thought I should share it. And it was the potential that you see in other people is a projection of what you would do if you were them. I'm going to say that again. The potential that you see in other people is the projection of what you would do if you were them. I know. And then you have to kind of start questioning the relationships and the friendships and the encounters that you have with people. Are you really truly seeing people for where they are in their own individual journey? Or is it you projecting where you are? Because we're all on different levels. And neither one is better than the other. It just is what it is. And I think I heard that because of the last while, I've been feeling extremely frustrated and alone, wondering, am I the only one who is doing the work to fucking heal their bullshit? Am I the only one? Because it feels like it. It feels like I'm the only fucking one out here in this motherfucking streets doing the work, being kind, being compassionate, having acceptance for where people are, whether they're asleep or whether they're awake. It is not easy to self-reflect on the part that you play in your own life. It is not easy to go into the deepest, darkest parts of yourself and hold yourself accountable for the part that you play in your life. And when you become aware that the only common denominator in your life is you, and where you are right now is because of the fucking choices that you have made. That's a fucking hard pill to swallow. So everything that's happy in your life, you did that. Everything that makes you unhappy, you did that. And all it is just to show you where you were at that moment, which part of the healing process you were in. And each part is important. So this is the message that I have for you. If you are feeling this frustration, if you are feeling alone, if you feel like you're the only one out here, you're not. You're not. Every single human on this planet is doing the exact same thing you are. We're just on all different levels. It's a balance. The universe has to balance it out. You have to have this in order to have this. But when you self-reflect, start looking at the decisions that you made and where they came from. Did it come from love or did it come from fear? Did it come from judgment or did it come from compassion? Did it come from fucking guilt or did it come from fucking knowing? And I had to how do you make peace with that? How do you find peace in that? This is how I did it. This is how my perspective is. You don't have to follow my perspective. It's just to give you an idea. It's just to help you. If it doesn't help you, don't fucking use it. But I realized that the decisions and the effect that came out of them, that I wasn't truly loving and accepting people. Because it goes back to that quote. The potential that you see in others is the projection of what you would do if you were them, but you're not them. Which means that anytime I have given an expression of something, it wasn't because of the fact that I was giving it out of truth or out of love. It was because of the fact that it was my own projection of what I would do if I were them. And I realized that that was probably a lot of my frustration. It was a lot of my fucking turmoil. Why I'm often disappointed in people. And then I realized I wasn't giving in a true expression of love. And the minute that you don't give a true expression of love, then that's what you're going to get back. It means that you are not accepting yourself because you can't accept that person, which means you can't accept yourself for your own faults, for your own delusions, for your own fucking self-destruction. You're judging. You're judging yourself. You're not giving yourself permission to, yeah, I did that. I did that because I needed to know that that wasn't the righteous decision that I wanted to make. So then I started to accept people, even if they were being ratchet. I'm going to accept that this is where you are. That doesn't mean that I'm going to let you in my circle. That doesn't mean that I'm going to allow you to have a conversation that is just roundabout. It means that when I give an expression of love, a true expression of love, that it's not wrong. It's never wrong. And it will always come back to you. And that understanding that giving an expression of love and accepting the fact that how that person or that situation or that circumstance, how they choose to accept it or do with it is not my problem. If I give you kindness and you don't treat it with respect, you don't treat it with kindness back or compassion back, that's your problem that you will have to deal with. Because we all have to deal with it, one way or another, whether you do it in this lifetime, whether you do it when you're on this planet or when you choose to drop your body. It will all be there. I understand that that's super difficult. But that's all you can do. Because when I started making these conscious decisions to see truth, to break down my own constructs of my mind, your life does change. It changes drastically. And you start to move from this place of fear and disappointment and this inner happiness because you understand the assignment. You understand that that's what the assignment was the whole time. It's just for you to get to this place where the actions and the behaviors of somebody else does not affect you. Unfuckwithable. Because you understand that it's you that holds the power. And I've used it because don't just fucking say it. Do it. Do it. And see what happens. When you're in a situation, you have these people and they're right in front of you. Da, 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 da. You'd be surprised on how many of them, when you don't engage and you're just like, and you don't feed into that, they'll change. And if they don't change, somehow they kind of magically just kind of disappear. And all of a sudden you kind of, they can't be in it. They either can't be in it or their energy will shift to match yours. Because when you do these things, it's raising your vibration, and it's people's natural state to be in this high vibration. Please don't mistake that for the fact of, hey, let people take advantage of you, da, da, da. It's not that. Because like I said, the minute that you start putting into these practices, you will see the salesman coming. You will be aware of them. They will say something or do something, and you'll be like, whoa, salesman trying to sell me a vacuum that I don't need. And the brighter you are, the more that they will come. The more they will come. And the stronger you become. The more unfuckwithable you will become. Not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. Just keep in mind, you were given all the power that you need to have the life that you want, the life that you deserve. So when you're feeling alone, you're feeling super frustrated, just remember, if you are giving an expression of true love, everything else is not your problem. And just recognizing, hey, this thing is not out here to fucking hurt me. It's not out here to fucking destroy me. It's here to show me how amazingly far I have come in my own self-healing. It's a validation. It's a validation saying, hey, you were once here. Now you're here. Help the next person in line. Say something. Give them something profound. And it will change. Namaste.